After a row exploded at Crufts, we're debating if flat-faced dogs like French bulldogs should take part in competitions. Crufts has been criticised for encouraging dangerous dog breeding after one of the top awards went to a French bulldog called Elton. The kennel club, which runs Crufts, told us he passed all the vet checks and they work with breeders, puppy buyers and show judges on dogs' health.
Flat-faced breeds have often been linked with health complications. Is it time to ban them from competitions? Broadcaster Amy Vivian is here with her pug Eva and says dogs like Eva should be given the chance to compete. Dog behaviourist Nancy Creedon, who owns a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix, thinks it is irresponsible. Morning to both of you. So do you think that Elton shouldn't have been in the show?
I think that if we're going to start promoting the breeding of healthy dogs, phenotypically, he does not look like a healthy dog. While we're saying he is after passing tests, he does have puppies that aren't passing these tests. And what we're doing is we're highlighting and we're glorifying a dog that looks unhealthy, which will result in a hell of a lot of irresponsible breeders going out and breeding unhealthy dogs and charging a lot of money for it. The dogs are then suffering, the owners are then suffering, and it's not OK.
Right. Amy, you have Eva the pug.
Yes.
Do people criticise you for owning a pug? Because that's one of the flat-faced breeds which apparently has problems breathing sometimes.
It is, and I get asked a lot of questions about it, and I use it as an opportunity. I myself, when I got Eva 10 years ago, educated myself about the breed, about what you can do to minimise their risks, their health risks. There are obviously health risks associated with flat-faced breeds, but shows like Crufts, for me, I think they are a massive, massive opportunity for education about how we can create a healthier breed. At the end of the day, we as humans created this problem, so we need to be the solution.
That is true, isn't it, Nancy? Because part of the problem is extreme breeding, so to emphasise certain characteristics, and that's how they get very flat nostrils,
very
muzzles.
These dogs are suffering, and the reason that we're breeding these dogs is because people want them, and the reason people want them is because they're show-winning dogs. Why are we glorifying these unhealthy dogs? At the end of the day, Amy, when you got Eva, I'm sure that if you were saying that you were making sure her health was going to be OK, she's struggling to breathe right now, do you know?
She is not struggling to breathe. She's just very excited to be here, but I'm aware that as a pug, she makes a bit of noise. This is why I think that there is a massive missed opportunity here where we can educate people. I was speaking to a friend of mine, a vet, Sean McCormick, yesterday about this situation, and he was saying it would only take a few generations of backbreeding to enable these types of breeds of dogs to be a healthier version.
Can I ask a question?
That would be a lot more beneficial.
Can I ask you a question? I don't own a dog, but is it normal for a dog to have their mouth open when they're breathing?
No, not if they're calm and not to make those noises. Have you had her tested for boas?
I haven't, but she's 10 years old, and when I got her when she was 0, sorry, I didn't know a lot about flat-faced breed. I was a 23-year-old girl that wanted a dog. I was one of those people. That is now why I'm here, saying we can educate these people.
And what do you think about Nancy's point that the problem is Crufts making a breed like this a winner because that encourages it?
Or is it an educational point of view?
But isn't the educational thing not to do it?
Well, we created this problem by breeding these dogs, by making them flatter faces. The last 10 years, I think there were 26,000 French bulldog puppies.
When you say be
yesterday.
educated, what do you want us to be educated on?
How we can breed them to be better versions of the dogs that we created as humans. We made them flatter face, so we have the ability to breed that out and make their muzzles longer, make their breathing difficulties better.
Yeah.
And if we say it about French bulldogs, pugs and bulldogs, where do we draw the line? Because sausage dogs have back problems. You've got a Rottweiler German Shepherd. German Shepherds have hip dysplasia.
I have a rescue dog who was adopted.
But where do you draw the line?
You draw the line at any conditions that are making these animals suffer. And if your dogs are suffering and if you can hear the noises when they're breathing, when they're calm, that's most likely he'll have a grade 2 boas.
OK. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you.
And thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Eva.
For coming. Good morning, Britain. Back to